My subject is the killings in Gaza. I speak in sorrow, not in anger. On October 7, 2023, Hamas terrorists attacked Israeli territory, and as a result they killed more than 500 people. Later figures show about 1,000 or more, and took about 250 Israelis as hostages. The Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, said that we will exact a mighty vengeance for this day. Vengeance against whom? A mighty and powerful state, the state of Israel, vows vengeance against whom? Yeah, now we know. Against women and children, defenceless women and children. That is the vengeance of the strong, really cowardice. Cowardice, really, vengeance of the strong against the weakest of the weak, women and children. 483 days later, the official figures of Palestinians killed is more than 52,000. 52,000. Out of this, children, some as young as 1 day old, 23,000. Women 13,500. This is how it is. That means about 70% of those 52,000 killed were women and children. So this is the vengeance that the Prime Minister of Israel was talking about. And this continues even now, even as I speak. Every day, these are official figures, United Nations figures. Every day, 250 people are killed, following the same percentages. About 100 children die each day, killed, and the rest are women. So, this kind of killing surpasses most of the killings in human history. But then there is a difference. The Roman Senate declared that Carthage must be destroyed. The Senate. But then the Roman Empire was thinking and planning and executing the destruction of another empire, Carthaginian Empire, equal, if not better, superior than the Roman Empire. These were the clash of empires. Look at this. Never in human history has a power, mighty power, called vengeance against a defenseless people, women and children. This is going on. And the saddest part of it is not the killing, but that this has become normalized. Normalized. No one talks about it. No one, and this continues. Therefore, at this stage in human history, at this time in the human history, the mighty, the strong, can do anything because they have the strength. Anything against the weak. The strong can do anything. The weak must just endure. That is the rule now. And this is, of course, most tragic, most barbaric in the case of Gaza, that when you talk about the strong, you talk about a military state, the state of Israel. And when you talk about the weak, you talk about women and children, defenseless, innocent women and children, civilians. But when you talk about what is now seems to be the world order, you're talking about the strong and the weak states. You're talking of Russia, Ukraine. The strong can do anything they like. The weak must endure. This is the rule now. This seems to be the rule now. And all the institutions that were established to prevent arbitrary use of power by the strong against the weak, power against defenseless people, all this, the United Nations, the International Criminal Court, all these things have been made weak by the fact that the strong powers just ignore that, ignore these institutions. They weaken these institutions. They say we don't recognize them. So we are at a point of history where the strong powers, be it the United States or Russia or any other power, can do whatever they please. No international law, nothing to restrain them. This is the savagery of our times. And what is most tragic is no one speaks. Everything has been normalized. And so we get back to this killing, these killings that continue in Gaza, even as we speak. I can only say, I have to say I protest. My moral indignation says that's the least that I can do. I protest against this inhumanity. And I would think that anyone with conscience and just think of the basic facts. Defenseless women and children being massacred, continuing to be massacred every day, continuing to be killed every day, and lose talk of Gaza being made a golf course. And what happens to the people? And then when we see this, the least that we can do is to record our protest. Not on the streets, but dictated by our conscience. I protest. And that is the purpose of this video.